How you doing, guys? I'm Matt Walden, Pro Drifter, and today we're here with Mishimoto and one of the top tuner cars of all time, the Subaru Impreza WRX. This thing is an absolute beast on the road. With some of the best handling and acceleration a driver can get out of a production car, it's no wonder that these things are popular. The WRX really creates some passionate fans, and for their hookup needs, these guys need a company that's just as passionate. That's where Mishimoto comes in. To show the love for the Subaru WRX, Mishimoto has gathered 3 WRXs for this project. They're here to help your WRX stay cool with a Mishimoto thermostat. The Mishimoto Racing thermostat opens up at a lower temperature. Lower temperatures mean better cooling, and better cooling results in more power. For installation of the Mishimoto thermostat in the Subaru WRX Impreza, you will need ratchet, extension, 10mm socket, 12mm socket, pliers, needle nose pliers, panel tool, 8mm nut driver, coolant funnel, and coolant. Installation time is about an hour and about 3 out of 5 on the difficulty scale. First step, jack up the car and support securely on jack stands. Before beginning any work, you want to disconnect the negative battery terminal to ensure that none of the fans and or other electronic accessories will turn on while you're working on it. Use your panel tool to remove all the plastic clips from the lower panel, as well as the 3 bolts in the front, which we already have removed. I'm going to show you how to remove the back one here in a minute. Next, slide underneath the car and find the coolant drain, which is illustrated here, and remove. The coolant drain is right here. This is one of the messiest cars to drain coolant out of. Obviously, taking things apart was not on Subaru's top priority list. And that's what you're removing, guys. See that? Yeah. That is the coolant drain plug. Locate the lower radiator hose here, and remove the clamp going to the thermostat housing by squeezing the clamp and sliding it down the hose. Be prepared with the drain pan, as a little bit of coolant will come out of the thermostat housing once you remove the hose. Remove the thermostat housing cover by loosening the 2 10mm head bolts that hold it in place. This is the thermostat housing. Now you should be able to see the thermostat up in there. All right, we're getting ready to install the Mishimoto thermostat, and there's a couple things I wanted to go over with you. This little valve right here is called the jiggle pin valve. This jiggle pin valve must be facing directly up when you place this in the engine. So if the car were in front of me right now, I would place this so the jiggle pin valve is directly up and this is down. The Mishimoto logo is printed across the bottom here. That's going to go down. We've installed the Mishimoto thermostat with the jiggle pin valve facing up, and now it's time to reinstall the thermostat housing. Now it's time to put the radiator hose on. Make sure that's on there right. What we need to get was got. All right, we're almost finished with our install. And before you put that lower pan back on, you want to make sure that you refill everything and double check for leaks before you put the pan on. That way you'll be able to spot where the leaks are coming from. Get out your coolant funnel. We're going to put a 50-50 mix of coolant and water in. And that should be half antifreeze, half water. If your WRX has a coolant reservoir above the intake manifold, this is your fill point. If it does not, you will fill it directly into the radiator. While that's draining down, let's go ahead and reconnect our negative battery terminal.
All right, we're almost ready to fire it up, so don't get ahead of me here. What you want to do is turn the heat on high and make sure that the fan motor is at full speed. What this does is it allows the air bubbles from the heater core that may have been drained when you drain the coolant back into the top of the radiator and then eventually out your coolant funnel. So let's give it a shot. Keep an eye on that temperature gauge. Let's do it.